42-14 Trojans. Need a first down here, keep the clock ticking. Ware from the pistol. Looks inside, shuffle pass, Tyler Jackson, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. You're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Muscle Shoals. Tyler Jackson on the shuffle pass from Ryan Ware, 40 yards, and the Trojan touchdown. And I'm telling you what, Muscle Shoals is in total control right now.
Yeah, the barn's beginning to burn. I mean, I'm telling you, Muscle Shoals from the get-go, other than an explosive play here and a contained drive by Hartzell, outside of that, it's been every bit of Muscle Shoals, special team, defense, and offense. And Tyler Jackson, isn't it right for him? That's his third touchdown today.
He's had a great night tonight. Great to see him back out there tonight, too. 48-14, 9:22 left. Logan on to attempt the point after out of the hold of Ware. The kick is on the way, and it's good. 49-14, Muscle Shoals, 9:22 left. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Trojan Sports Network, 106.3 WBTG. D-liner set to kick it off for Muscle Shoals. End over end, and it'll be fielded at about the 23. I think that's number 28. DeAndre Mack, a sophomore. He brings it out to the Hartselle 30, and that's where they'll go to work there. 1st and 10. A score of interest from down the road just a piece. Coleman now takes the lead over McAdory, 22-21. And Casey, if this one holds out and Coleman wins, the Trojans will host the semifinal round next week against Coleman if Coleman hangs on and wins at McAdory. Aldridge, the give to Slayton at right end. I thought that was the football. It was a forearm pad. I thought that was a fumble. That was really going to get the nails out on that one. It's a gain of about 7 out to the 37. And Hartselle kind of in a hurry up right now, down 49-14. And couldn't see who made the stop on that one. It's number 41, Garrett Isbell with the stop. Spotter Trey Kitchens all over that. 2nd and 3. This is DeAndre Mack at left end. He's over. He's right at the 40. They give him 41 yard line. That'll be a gain of 4 and the Hartselle first down.
Yeah, and you mentioned the previous play, Slayton. Really, he's a hard runner. He's the one that busted the big play in the first half to score the touchdown, but he went head on with a freight train right there.
I'm going to tell you what, Garrett Isbell on that tackle, and he'll bring it. He's one of the leading tacklers we have on this Trojan defense.
And for most of the year has come in second string. That's pretty impressive.
Does a good job on the special teams as well. 1st and 10. Aldridge gives to Mack at right end. He makes the corner, 50, and run out of bounds. He's into Trojan territory. Now they mark him out at midfield. That's a gain of about 9. That stop made by number 10, Chandler Sartain. And that's going to bring up 2nd and a short yard for Hartselle at midfield.
Yeah, it seems like Muscle Shoals, they're giving up a little yardage right now, but Hartselle really running for their life. They're going to make a mistake, something like this, a big hit, fumble, interception or something.
8:14 left, 49-14 Trojans. Aldridge from the gun. Turn, Mack. He fumbled it that time. There come the beanbags. Picked up. Chandler Sartain, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Still on his feet. Pointer finally runs him down inside the 15, all the way down to the Hartselle 14-yard line. And Casey Mack never got that handoff. It stayed on the ground a couple seconds, and it's Sartain coming out of the pile with it. He takes it 36 yards all the way down to the Hartselle 14-yard line. There is a Hartselle player injured on the play.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate there. Take the thing. We just said, they're really trying to do a little bit too much, a little too quick right there. Kind of rushed the handoff. It fumbled in the backfield. Chandler Sartain picks it up.
8:01 left, 49-14. as everyone takes a knee for the injury. We'll take a 60-second timeout with them. You're listening to Trojan Football on 106.3 WBTG.
Tiger, number 77, Carter Harrison. There's been a ladies' watch turned into the press box. If you've lost a ladies' watch, please come to the press box to identify it, please.
8:01 left in the ball game. 49-14. The injured player, number 77, Marcus Harrison, as he goes off under his own power. Trojans 1st and 10 from about the 14-yard line. Here's Roger Jackson now in at fullback with a carry inside the 10 to the 9. And we've got stop made by number 16, Toby Swims. And Martavius Mims in at a running back. Roger Jackson in at a running back.
83 at
Tice
quarterback.
Thomas, number 83. He's a freshman. He is the quarterback. And number 29, Jeremy Thickpen, also in for Muscle Shoals. So the second offense in at this point. Roger Jackson to give it right guard. No gain on the play. And it'll bring up 3rd and about 6 at the Hartselle 10.
Well, you know, Coach Bazin definitely bringing in a whole fresh bunch here on offense. And, you know, I would have never guessed that you've seen these players in this game, this big of a game, defending state champion. I'm telling you, 49-14, Brian. Cannot say enough. It's really been all Muscle Shoals from this point, and they're knocking on the door again.
Boy, does that not send a message. Tice Thomas, a 6'1", 150-pound freshman at quarterback. Turn, give. Roger Jackson up to about the 7. That'll be a gain of 3, and it'll bring up about a 4th down and 4. That stop made by number 37, Dakota Youngblood. 6:35 and counting. 49-14. Muscle Shoals in front.
Yeah, and you really just see it didn't always is what it seems. And last week, you know, the coaches tried to tell everyone Pinson Valley is the most athletic team in the state. Very good team, and they showed it last week. And coming in here tonight after playing an opponent like that, really executing well against Hartselle.
4th and 4 from the Hartselle 9. Thomas from the pistol. Roger Jackson at right guard. No gain on the play, and the ball will go over to Hartselle. And we got it on autopilot now, guys. 6:04 left in the ball game. 49-14. Muscle Shoals 6 minutes and change away from punching its ticket to the semifinals. The first time the Trojans have been to the semifinals since 1988.
Yeah, I mean, how many times do you see, you know, second, third teamers getting 6 minutes of playing time on this? I believe this is also the respect that Coach Bazin has for Coach Godfrey over at Hartselle there.
Yeah, they have a lot of mutual respect for each other. 2 of the top 5A coaches in 5A. Aldridge still in there, gives it to Slayton at right end, and there's several Trojans out there on the stop. I believe it was number 31, was it Trey? Dylan Montgomery on the stop out there leading the way. We'll give them 4, and it'll be 2nd and 6 as the clock continues to wind down at 5:45 left.
You know, Brian, it's going to push on to 13 wins. That's going to break a record for the Trojans, Muscle Shoals, in history.
Connor Butler also on the stop right there. Slayton at left end. Stop made by number 7. That's Jalen Ricks. Give him about 2 yards on that carry out to the 16-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd and 4 for Hartselle. 5:24 and counting. 49-14, Trojans with the lead. And we got a penalty on the play. We do. Flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. It's against Hartselle, holding, and that'll back them up inside the 10 back to the Hartselle 8-yard line. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 12 from that point. 5:24 left before the Trojans punch their ticket to the semifinal round of the 5A state playoffs to face the Coleman-McAdory winner. If Coleman wins, we'll be right back here at James F. Moore Stadium next Friday night. If McAdory wins, we'll have to travel to Birmingham. Aldridge in the gun, speed option right, takes it, turns, left in. He brings it out over the 10 to the 13. That's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a third down and about 7. Couldn't tell who made the stop on. I believe it was Connor Butler, number 11, out there on the stop. Third down, 7. Aldridge still in there, in the gun. Gives to take it Slayton, and he's breaking a tackle breaks. He's at the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 40, and it is number 11. That's Connor Butler that finally runs him down. And he's all the way in Muscle Shoals territory down to about the heart of Muscle Shoals 20. Now they're going to bring him back about the 30-yard line. He'll be at the Muscle Shoals 30-yard line. About a 45, 56-yard scamper there by Grayson. 4:28 and counting, 49-14. Aldridge to Grayson again at left end, makes the corner, and it's number 31 for Muscle Shoals. That's Dylan Montgomery that brings him down inside the 5 at the Muscle Shoals 2.
Yeah, and you see, really, they're putting some big gashes on us. They still have their first teamers in, putting some big gashes on our second, third teamers here, but it just shows you that Trojan defense.
Coach Ballantyne's still coaching down there. He wants that defense to pin their ears back right here. Drew Aldridge with the snap, and he doesn't get in there. It was 1st and goal from the 2. He may have lost a yard back to the 1. Stop made by number 33, Connor Mann, and it'll bring up 2nd and goal at the Muscle Shoals 3. 4 minutes remaining, 49-14, Muscle Shoals with the lead.
Yeah, and you're seeing some of these guys, a lot of them juniors, some of them sophomores and freshmen. Really, you're seeing the future on the defense right now.
Aldridge from the gun. Mack, the back. He gets the call at right end. He's being chased. Did he get there? Yes, he did. Touchdown Hartselle from 3 yards out. And that'll make the score 49-20 with 3:40 left in the game. That was DeAndre Mack from 3 yards out for Hartselle. Number 99, John Waterman, on to attempt the point after out of the hold of Adams. 3:40 left, 49-20. Adams hold, Waterman's kick's on the way, and it is good. 49-21. A score now from McAdory. 8 minutes to go. 29-22. McAdory. 8 minutes left. If that score holds, the Trojans will be on the road to Birmingham to play McAdory in the semifinal round. If Coleman can come back and win that, that would speak volumes for Region 8, because we got 2 Region 8 teams playing tonight, the top seed and the 4 seed, and Coleman would be the 2 seed. They would have to come to James F. Moore Stadium for next week's semifinal round if they can come back and get it. McAdory also beat another Region 8 team, Russellville, week before last last week to get to this round. So they're having to make their way through Region 8 to make it to the semifinal round as well. 3:40 left, 49-21. And this is number 13, Cordell Hayes, on to kick it off for Hartselle.
Kicking off for Hartselle, number 13, Gage Johnston.
Here's the approach and the kick. Squib kick down the middle of the field. It's fielded by Debo Reeder. Check it, it's DeMarcus Nance that's in there. 20, 25, 30. He's out across the 30 to the 35 to the 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Muscle Shoals as the reserves will make their way onto the field. That stop was made by William Fowler. Let me try to set the offense right there. Chandler Simmons will be the center. Number 50, 56 is in there. Carter Etheridge. Number 62 is in there. Jacob Pigg. 79 is in there. That's William Austin. Looks like, is that 63, guys? No, we got him just a second ago. We'll try to set some more here in just a second. Second offense into the game. Still under the direction of the freshman, number 83, Tice Thomas. The other one was Caleb Harrison, number 68, to set that offensive line. Here's the give on the Buck sweep. Pretty nice run right there. Was that Abernathy?
I believe it was.
Abernathy at right in out to the 40. That'll be a gain of 4. It'll bring up second down and 6. Check it, that's number 6, Kylie Butler on the carry for Muscle Shoals. So a lot of reserves getting a lot of playing time right here in this quarterfinal round of the state playoffs. And Casey, that's only gaining experience for those guys.
Yeah, and you know, they've gotten a lot of experience really throughout this whole year. You know, as we march towards next week, whether it be Coleman or McAdory, it seems like they're really having a shootout there in that game. You know, I mean, you never know when someone's going to go down and you're going to have to call up the man behind him.
Tice Thomas from the pistol. Roger Jackson and Kylie Butler in the backfield. Abernathy in motion. Give us to Jackson at left guard. Maybe a yard out to the 41. And that'll bring up a third down and 5. Stop by number 9, Wade Miller. 2:25 and counting. 49-21. Muscle Shoals with the lead, about 2 minutes and 15 seconds away from their appearance. Second appearance ever all time in the semifinal round of the 5A state playoffs.
Yeah, it'll be the first time, 13-0.
First time in the school's history, 13-0 for the Trojans. Best record ever was 12-2. Tice Thomas from the pistol. Roger Jackson, Kylie Butler in the backfield. Turn, give. Jackson, right guard, and he gets another yard out to the 42. And that'll bring up a fourth down. Stop made by number 37, Dakota Youngblood. Called his name several times tonight for the Hartselle defense. 1:35 and counting, 49-21. 4th and 4 at the Muscle Shoals 42. 1:25 and counting. Guys, this has just been like you said, Casey, other than 2 or 3 plays here and there, Muscle Shoals has been in total control of this football game tonight.
Yeah, it reminds me of really the Bob Jones game. Come out, you stick them in the mouth, you know, really, and just right off the bat, execute well, take care of the football, and just dominate the game.
Blake Logan in to punt, punts it away. It's going to take a Muscle Shoals bounce, and there's Garrett Isbell again, and Garrett Isbell picks it up. That Hartselle player may have touched it. Garrett was going down it at the 25, and the Hartselle player did touch it, and Garrett Isbell alertly picks up the football and takes it down to the Hartselle 15-yard line. And let's just see, the officials going to meet about it.
I think one threw the beanbag and one didn't.
Let's see what they decide to do. 52 seconds left.
Nevertheless, he's taking after his old man there.
Yeah, he may be quicker than his old man.
Maybe.
Nah, I'm going to put my money on Garrett on that one.
Yeah.
They're going to give it.
Dad's getting a little like me. We're getting a little old.
But you can still dance, boy. If I could sell that video.
Hey, by the way, I do have a video of Brian dancing. If anybody listening would like to see that, just contact me. I promise you, I've got it. He dances for about 20 minutes.
It won't be cheap, though.
Oh, we got to get Allen back in here.
And Allen's on there, too.
That's my favorite formation
from
Muscle Shoals. We're in the victory formation. Tice Thomas takes a knee. 50 seconds left. Muscle Shoals headed to the semifinal round against the Coleman McAdory winner. We'll try to keep you posted on that one. Great effort by the Trojans tonight. 49-21. One more snap, and that's going to do it here from James F. Moore Stadium. And the Trojans' season will be extended. Hartselle will leave James F. Moore 8-5 on the year. The defending state champions will go down at the hands of Muscle Shoals. Tice Thomas takes the snap, takes a knee. Folks, 49-21, Muscle Shoals advancing to the semifinal round of the 5A state playoffs.
Hey, Brian, you know, big victory here, but I want you to notice Hartsel, a class program. I remember the last time we played, we did defeat them late in the game, and you watch, they will hustle off the field. And I'm telling you, that's just big in my mindset. In a day where you see so many, just lackadaisical and even thuggish play, it's just nice to see. Hartsel has a jam-up program. They're a really class act, and tonight, really it's good to come away with the win. But hats off to them.
And Brian, it was nice to have you back. If we would have lost, I'd have blamed it on you.
I'd have never heard the end of it, would have. You're right, Casey. A lot of class out of there. And, again, we've mentioned before, I think that's two of the top coaching staffs in 5A football right now, led by Bob Gotze and Scott Baston. And, again, hats off to Hartsel, and a great year. Come in as the 4th seed and make a lot of noise in the playoffs. Again, Region 8, I think the strongest region in 5A. All 4 teams advancing through last week. 3 teams still playing this week. Of course, us having to play each other here. We'll try to get an update on the Coleman-McAdory score here in just a few moments. At any rate, we will begin the Trojan post-game show here from James F. Moore Stadium. Your final score, Muscle Shoals 49 and Hartsel 21. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to the Trojan Sports Network here on 106.3 WBTG. We're back, James F. Moore Stadium, Dennis Holman Field, as the Muscle Shoals Trojans finish off the Hartsel Tigers 49-21 to advance to the semifinal round of the 5A state playoffs. Both teams meeting and praying at midfield. Other scores of interest from another 5A quarterfinal round, Spanish Fort from the south, a 28-17 winner over Benjamin Russell. A final from Lauderdale County 21, Deschler 7. Lauderdale County will move into the semifinal round. We're still waiting on that McAdory-Coleman update. Last report, it was 29-22 McAdory with about 8 minutes to go. Still waiting on an update on that score.
Well, I tell you, obviously we've played Coleman and we scored 14 points in the first 3 plays. So, we know them. We know how we match up with them. We know how physical they would be. We'd really like Coleman, not only for those reasons, but we get them at home.
Yeah, it would be awesome to play 4 straight state playoff games in your home stadium.
And that's all because, we would have went to Hartsel had they not been in our region. We would go to Coleman had they not been in our region. But that's that number 1. Winning that region is a big deal.
Well, Coach Baston and his Muscle Shoals Trojans break huddle there at midfield. And the coaches exchange congratulations there. The team over to the student body and the cheerleader section from the alma mater, which we do after every ball game, and that's great to see. A lot of spirit throughout the high school, and we're just thrilled that this season's extended. A lot of excitement, a lot of spirit. It sure has made a difference at school during the week, too, with something to look forward to on Friday nights. 49-21, your final score, and we'll go down to Dr. Shane Whitehead. He's got Coach down there on the field. Shane?
We got Coach Weaver with us tonight, and I'm gonna first question to Coach Weaver: is your job a little bit easier when you have a 5-star recruit playing the position that you coach?
Yeah, he makes me a really good football coach.
Did you expect for you guys to come out and dominate as well as you did tonight?
After this week of practice that we had and the preparation we had, those guys were real confident this week, and we knew when we came out in our hitting drills today before the game that we were ready to play.
Well, it looks like, what's the latest score, guys, on McAdory Coleman?
It was 29-22 with 8 minutes left, McAdory on top.
Well, I don't know who we're going to have next week yet to talk to you about next week's game, but hopefully it will be at home. And how lucky have we been, fortunate, to possibly have all these games at home leading up to the championship game?
That'd be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot of fun, all this fan base we have and the crowd that's going to be here next week. It's going to be fun. Hopefully Coleman pulled it off, but if we got to, we'll go down to Bessemer and play.
Well, now after D leaves, we expect you to come up with another five-star recruit. Are you working on that?
Yeah, we got him in-house right now. He's ready to go.
All right, I just want to be sure. Thank you, Coach.
All right, that's Coach Derek Weaver that coaches the defensive line. Him doing an excellent job tonight.
Hey,
Dr.
Brian,
Shane Whitehead, yes.
I'm sorry. Looks like Coleman is possibly in the red zone. Trey's tracking that. And looks like Coleman's possibly could score. They're in the red zone.
All right, 29-22, but Coleman in the red zone, Shane, trying to score here at the end of their game. You've got number 2, Tyler Jackson. Great to see him back. 15 carries, 76 yards tonight. 2 touchdowns, averaged about 5 yards a pop.
And he's pretty cold, so I better make this interview quick. But it is good to see you, Tyler. We were all worried for you. Did you hear the crowd chanting your name while you were down, or were you just so traumatized that you couldn't pick up on it?
Yeah, actually, I didn't hear nothing. It was just quiet for me.
Well, it certainly, you could hear a pin drop in this stadium when you went down, and everybody was worried about you. You certainly came back tonight and appeared like you were hitting on all cylinders. Do you feel like the injury hasn't affected you any?
Yeah, going into the game, I knew that they were going to try to hit me a little bit. I just had to keep on fighting and show how tough I was. And, it really didn't bother me at all during the game.
Well, it certainly didn't appear to, and hopefully you can continue on next week. I wish I could. Do we have another update, guys?
It is 29-22 McAdory, 2 minutes to go. Coleman inside the 20 driving.
Well, it's still neck and neck at the McAdory-Coleman game, but hopefully we'll have hopefully we'll have Coleman here at home, and you guys can finish out with a win here at home before you go to the championship game. See you, buddy.
All right, that's number 2, Tyler Jackson on the night. As we said before, let me skip back over there. I've already turned my sheet. But Tyler Jackson, 15 carries, 76 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Dr. Shane Whitehead now on the field with Ethan Felton. 8 unassisted tackles on the night. And we called his name a bunch, Shane. When he didn't make the tackle, he sure was putting a lot of pressure on him out there.
And listen, when I talked to his teammates and asked them who is the hardest hitting guy on the team, Ethan Felton's name is the one that they talk about. And when I hear Coach mention somebody just got stuck, it's always, or usually, you that's made the hit. Were you aware that your teammates think that you were the hardest hitting guy on the team?
Not really, but like when we play, I always try to be as physical as I can. So.
Well, you certainly appear to be that. As far as tonight, did you expect that you guys would dominate as much as you did?
I mean, the score really doesn't show how close or difficult this game was. Like when we came out, we knew we were gonna have a fight, so we just came out and played.
Well, you certainly played well, and Ethan, good luck next week, buddy.
All right, so that's number 30, Ethan Felton, the middle linebacker of that Trojan defense. Just now got a final from McAdory. McAdory 29 and Coleman 22.
Wow.
That is a final. So the Muscle Shoals Trojans will travel next week in the semifinal round. We'll head to Birmingham to take on McAdory.
Wow.
That game will be slated at 7 o'clock Friday night from McAdory High School. 29-22 McAdory over Coleman. 49-21 Muscle Shoals over Hartsville here. We'll take a 60-second timeout as we continue the post-game show here from James F. Moore Stadium. We'll get the Danny McWilliams final game statistics, try to catch up some more scores for you as the post-game show continues here from James F. Moore Stadium. You're listening to Trojan Football on 106.3 WBTG.